So this was what my client wanted, and this was my recreation. So you guys can see the fact that this is very beautiful. Actually, I really love everything about this dress, and you can see that this is a skirt and blouse. I feel like you can actually make yours like a dress if you want to, but I'm always seeing the style to be skirt and blouse, and obviously what the picture was, the original picture was actually skirt and blouse as well. And I love the stylish sleeve that I saw here, which I created. And though this was actually kind of managing of fabric, but everything came out perfectly as expected as usual. You know me, right? Now let's dive over to the pattern. So this was me drafting the pattern. This is actually the front. You can see the curve that I have there because I already drafted down, and I was there to draft the back. So I just had to like record this part. Okay, so I went further to like place this back pattern. You can see the zip allowance, which is the 1 inch. Place this pattern and on the fabric. This is actually the pitch, and so I actually cut this out, adding half-inch allowance to the side so that it doesn't look too tight at the end of the day. And for the down part, you guys can see that I'm actually not adding any allowance, and that is because I had already added that to the pattern, so there was no need again. So you can see the shape, how beautiful this is looking. Now let's go over to the navy blue part. And so you have to actually make like a slash and spread when you're making this path so they can have like a little fullness to the side, especially when you're managing fabric. But if you can actually do this, fine and good. Now I went for that to just pin this to the pitch part when I open it up, just so that I could see how it looks like before I go for that to just sew them normal with my machine and then join on and then finish it up with the other side. When I was done pinning this, I loved the way it came out and I was happy with it. So I dive over to the my sewing machine and then I joined both the front. Like this was actually the front part of it. You can see the side, how beautiful the comb was. Now, for the upper part, I actually didn't really show you guys while I was cutting this part, but after sewing it, guys, like let me just you guys a little. This was actually my very first time of sewing a top without pattern, and then I actually added a bust dart to it. Let me show you guys my bust dart. Can you see? So I was my very first time of sewing this without a pattern, and it came out so beautiful. I was so happy how it came out, it turned out. Now I went for that to just join the back and then the front together, adding my band and look at the zip and everything. Everything was just giving what it's supposed to give. You guys know me already. Now let's go back to the sleeve. Have you guys come across this stylish sleeve before? It's actually trendy. So I decided to add the lining to it. This was actually the lining that I cut, and then the main fabric is actually underneath. Now the fabric wasn't so much, so I decided to join. You can see the joining by the side, by the middle, and then I add a paper stay to it to create a little firmness to it. And you guys can actually see that I also added that as well to the lining. I felt that from the original picture is actually not so much, like it's not firm, but then the fabric was light a bit. So this was me finishing this dress, but then again, there was no light, so I just had to, like I said, I have to record this and show to my YouTube family, you know, right? So this is the process of me just showing you guys how it looks, the sleeve area, and then the main sleeve itself, and then the down part. Everything was just nice. That part was a little bit dark. There was no light actually, so I was yet to finish it up. Now this is basically the upper part of it. Now, going back to actually the skirt part, you guys notice that I added I added interfacing to this. This is actually the down part of it. Why is the name escaping from my mind at this point? Okay, so I actually added this to the down part. That was because I felt like this part was the fabric was light. Like honestly, it was really light. So that was why I added this so that to create a little bit firmness to it. If you guys notice, they mostly use Mikado for this style. So whatever time you're going to make use of this style or want to recreate this style, remember to use Mikado fabric. It actually brought that firmness and you will like everything about that. And this was me showing you guys the end product or the end process of this my beautiful dress. I hope you guys like this. Let me know in the comment section and you see you guys on another beautiful tutorial. Yeah, okay, see you guys soon. Bye.